Well, good morning, folks. Welcome back to another ice fishing episode at this beautiful reservoir. I'm the only one here. There is nobody else here. I have the whole lake to myself, and the weather is absolutely perfect today. Got a little bit of cloud cover, not too cold. I got all my gear out here. I even went and bought myself an ice fishing tent last night. You know, thought I'd get myself a little Christmas present. Ice fishing with a tent can make the experience 20 times better, so I just decided to go for it. But let's get some holes drilled and get fishing. Alright guys, so I gotta give a huge shout out to Aventuron for hooking me up big time with an ice fishing care package. If you don't know what Aventuron is, I've talked about them in the past. Basically, it's a one-stop shop for all your outdoor necessities: hunting gear, camping gear, fly fishing gear, and ice fishing gear. And they sent me this beautiful 36-inch St. Croix ice fishing combo. Beautiful rod and reel. Hopefully we catch the first fish on it today. And they sent us some ice fishing lures as well. We have some jigging wraps, some spoons, and even like a rattle bait of some kind. Never used one of these ice fishing. They even sent me these bibs to keep me warm. Like I said, it's not super cold, but it is nice to have this extra layer because it will get cold out here, mark my words. And last but not least, they sent me some ice fishing cleats so we're not out here slipping on the ice. So yeah, big shout out to Aventuron for hooking me up with all this stuff. It's gonna come in real handy today and for our future ice fishing endeavors. Link to their website will be in the description below. And from now until December 31st, the end of the year, I have a promo code you guys can use for 20% off any non-discounted item on their website. Code is Bass and Trout. Be sure to use it, get on it while you can. And I will leave a link to all this stuff, the bibs, the rod, the lures, and the cleats in the description if you want to check them out. Alright guys, so I got the tent set up and I already had to take off a layer because I was already getting kind of warm. But I got 2 holes drilled right there and we're working with about 15 to 20 feet of water, and I think I actually got a bite when I dropped down to check the depth, so this might be a good spot. Alright, so I'm going to be working with 2 rods today. I'm going to sit and jig with this one, and I think to start I'm just going to tie on one of these spoons, tip it with a mealworm, and just jig with it. There are a few perch in here, so I'm going to go with the perch pattern. Go ahead and drop her down. Like I said, it's pretty deep right here. It's like 20 feet. And then on this rod, I just have a little jig head with a mealworm, keeping it simple. Alrighty, now it's just a waiting game. For breakfast, we have some Quaker caramel crisps, arguably the best ice fishing snack there is. There we go. There we go. There we go. Hey! Look at that. First fish of the day, little perch. I've been getting like little... Oh, there's one. There's one. Another one. Another one. Doubled up. Doubled up. Another one. Another perch. Dude, I think we might have gotten onto a school of perch, so I'm going to get back down there quick. But we're going to keep these dudes because we don't want to release perch in here, and they're going to taste amazing. We're going to cook fish for lunch and dinner. Well, they're not the big trout I wanted, but it's a start. We have at least a couple fish to cook. I mean, for the past 30 minutes, I've been getting the smallest little taps. Like barely, I can barely even feel them, but I keep getting these taps on the bottom. And I think it's been a school of perch just messing with me. There we go, another one. Another little perch, I think. Ooh, a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. I'll take it. I'm going to get right back down there. Got to take advantage of this school while it's still here. Oh, there's a bite. See, they're just little taps. I can barely even feel them. They're just playing with me. There we go. Fish on, fish on. Feels like another perch. Nope. Look at that. What is that? Trout. Some kind of trout. What do we got here? Little baby brownie. Little brownie. First trout of the day. I will take it. Not quite big enough to keep, but hey, that's a start. We can only get better from here. Nice. Another one on the drop right after. Ooh, big old perch. Oh, there he is. Look at that. Another perch. This is the biggest one. Beautiful fish. We're gonna cook him up later. Drop it all the way to the bottom. All the way to the bottom. Let's get a bite. There we go. That feels like a better fish. I don't think that was a perch. Nope, it's a trout. A little trout. Another little brownie on the spoon. Whew, still a little bit too small to keep, I think. That's a pretty fish though. Now we're getting into the trout. Rebait up here. When the fish are actually biting, ice fishing is just awesome. There's one. There we go. Tiny, tiny little whatever it is. Yeah, another perch. Guys, we have found the perch hole. I don't think I've ever caught so many perch from here. Like, I can't even remember if I've caught a perch from here. Now all of a sudden I'm catching. I've caught like half a dozen so far. Perch. There we go. Hey, another perch. Ooh, he's tangled up in my other line. There we go. They've all been about the same size. Pan size. So I'll probably give this spot another hour, hour and a half. And if we don't start catching some more trout, I'll probably move. Because I got all the perch I want. But I also just want to get on some bigger trout. Another one. Golly. Just about had it with these things. You can just put them right here in my pocket. Keep them nice and warm. Jeez. That was a big crack right below me. Another one. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Look at that fatty. That is a jumbo perch. Look at that. Way bigger than the other ones. We're actually going to be able to get some nice fillets off that dude. It's about 11:30. We're going on lunchtime. So we're going to cook up a little jambalaya, chicken and sausage. Get this cooking up. Hopefully a big old tiger trout swims by while we're cooking this. I gotta say, I am really surprised that I haven't gotten more trout. I've been here like 4 hours. Got a bunch of perch and only 2 small browns. Now it might be a matter of just sitting and waiting for a school to come through. They cruise the shorelines and you just kind of gotta wait for them to pass through you. Because I also don't want to move the tent and drill a bunch of new holes too. I'd rather just stay in one spot. There's one. There's one. Another one of these. Please be a trout. Yes! Yes! Look at that. Oh my gosh. What in the world? It's a trout. It is a trout, but look at that. That is the most unhealthy fish I've ever seen in my life. Look at that. Paper thin. Literally paper thin. Dude, that is sickly looking. That's crazy. I mean, are you guys seeing that? Look how thin he is. I am sorry, buddy. You need a real meal. Alright, well, letting this guy go. We'd literally get next to no meat off this dude if we kept him. Sorry. I don't think I've ever seen a trout. I've seen some skinny, unhealthy trout, but that is probably the worst one I've ever seen. There we go. That feels like a trout. Yes! Look at that. Look at that. That's lunch. There we go. We're keeping this dude. We're going to cook him up. That's about pan size. Perfect pan size. Not a giant. That's a good eating fish. So we have a brown, a bunch of perch. Alright, my friends. It's time to clean some fish. Got our fat perch here. That's the biggest one we caught. Absolute pig. I'll go ahead and fillet him up. Ooh, look at that. Look at all those eggs. Yeah, this is definitely a female, and we do not want those eggs to be laid in here. So it's good we're getting them out. And then we got this little trout here. Fillet him up. Alright guys, got all our fish cleaned. I filleted about a dozen perch. Some were too small to even fillet. This is going to be a good lunch. Got one. I was just about to start cooking and my rod went off. Another trout. There we go. Another brown. Another skinny one. Not too healthy looking. So I'm going to let this guy go. Alright guys, it's time to cook a little fish. Got the perch all filleted up in this bag. Get our stove going on right here. Oh, that feels good. It's not even super cold in here, but that flame just really feels nice. There we go. Got a little canola oil. Just pour a little of that in. Ooh, guys, I'm excited to have some perch. It's been a few months. Alright, so we'll take a few of our perch fillets, just like that, completely boneless and skinless, and we'll just set them in the oil. And just kind of toss a few in there. And then I'll throw one of the trout fillets in as well. We'll go ahead and season them up with some Timber Ridge Rub's original recipe. Just like that. And then for some extra zest, some Weber Zesty Lemon Seasoning. Alright guys, looking good. These shouldn't take too long to cook. The fillets are super thin, so probably only 5 minutes and they'll be done. And you know what guys, in the spirit of Christmas and giving, we're going to do a little giveaway of one of these Timber Ridge Rub seasonings. In fact, I'll give away 2 bottles. There's 3 different flavors: original, fish and fowl, and wings and things. So leave a comment down below. Just leave a comment that you want to try the seasoning, and then I'll pick like 2 comments and send you out a bottle of this seasoning. It's made by a subscriber, and I really like it. It's really good. So I will leave a link to where you can get a bottle of this yourself. Ooh, guys, they're smelling good. Go ahead and flip them over. Those fillets sure do shrink a lot. It's a good thing we caught a bunch of them. Meanwhile, I've eaten almost a whole bag of Quaker caramel crisps. They're so freaking good. There we go. Fish on. Fish on. Feels like a good one too. Hey, look at that. Rainbow. First rainbow of the day. Pretty one. We're just going to let him go. There he goes. Fresh perch and brown trout. Let's try it. Look at that. They're in little bite-sized pieces. Oh, that's good. That's hot. I kind of like cooking fish in oil because It gives it a nice like crisp on the outside. Let's try a bite of this trout. Let's see what's better, the trout or the perch. I'm thinking the perch is better. Oh yeah, definitely. I like the texture of the perch a lot better. It's just a little bit more firm. This perch is amazing. Now I want to catch a bunch more. Let's go, perch. It's about 3:30, so that means we got an hour and a half of daylight. Yeah, we got like an hour and a half of daylight left, which means the trout should start moving, getting active. At least that's the theory. The heck with it. I'm just going to cook the rest of those perch. I'm still hungry. There we go. You know, I'm kind of mad at myself. I was just sitting here thinking I should have grabbed some like tortillas and salsa and we could have made some perch tacos. Next time, I definitely will remember that. There we go. That's another trout. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a really good fish. Biggest one of the day, guys. And there we go. Ooh, tiger. Tiger trout. Yes. There we go. Tiger trout. First tiger of the day. Nice fish. Nice healthy fish. He fought good. Should I keep this guy or let him go? I'm going to let him go. Send him back down. That just goes to show you. If you sit in one spot long enough, eventually you'll run into a decent fish. I gotta say, I really do like this rod. It's got a little bit of backbone to it, so it can fight bigger fish. And it's also super sensitive. I can feel every little bite I get. There we go. No! No! That was a good one. I want to get at least one more decent trout before we call it a day. Fish on. Fish on. That's a better one. Hey! Trout. Brownie. Got that guy on a little green tube. Hooked up. Hooked up, guys. What do we got here? Good one. Another tiger trout. I actually got him on this white spoon. I switched back to the spoon, and that seemed to do the trick. We'll let this guy go. Well, guys, I'm going to give it about 20 or 30 more minutes, and then we're going to head out of here. It's starting to get late. Can't believe I've been out here all day. Haven't left. Gosh dang it. Gosh dang it. Oh, one's getting a bite. There we go. Fish on that rod. Almost doubled up. Ooh. Another brownie. Nice, we almost doubled up. I was getting a bite on this rod at the same time. There it goes. Well, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. I'm heading out of here. It's been a long day. I've been fishing for 8 hours. I'm tired. We caught lots of fish though, some perch, some browns, some rainbows, and a couple tigers. All in all, it was a good day, and we cooked some up, so that's always fun. Don't forget to check out Adventuron's website, linked in the description below. Like I said, they got lots of cool stuff over there, and if you want to check out some of the stuff I was using, like the rod and lures I was using, they will be linked as well. And don't forget to use my promo code Bass and Trout for 20% off. But other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.